Hey college goers, are you looking for a way to cover more of your college costs without taking on student debt? Would you like to be rewarded for the hard work you've done, or just for being you? We might just have your answer. Today, it's rare for students to have all their costs covered by one type or source of aid. For most students, paying for college involves a combination of savings, grants, gifts, student loans, and money from work. And even then, it may not be enough to pay the bill. One way to cover more of your college costs is to be awarded scholarship dollars. Sounds great, right? But how do you find scholarships? And once you do, how do you stand out from all the other applicants? A great way to start is by identifying your strengths. One of the best ways to do this is to build a resume. Your resume should list your accomplishments, key experiences, leadership skills, and employment. There should also be a section that covers your interests and passions. Your resume will help you focus your scholarship search and will be a source of ideas to pull from when writing your personal statements and essays. Once you have a better idea of your strengths, it's time to dive into your scholarship search. Start by checking with the school you're currently attending. Your high school, adult ed, or college may have their own list of scholarships to share. Often a listing of scholarships can be found on their website, or maybe in a binder in the school counseling office. Pay special attention to local scholarships. Often these scholarships are only open to students at your school or in your community, which greatly reduces the competition. Fewer applicants equals greater chance of getting that scholarship. Next, check with your employer or your parents' employer to see if they offer scholarships. If you or your parents were members of the military, reach out to your local Veterans Affairs office to see what scholarships and other educational benefits are available. Once you've explored these options, check out the internet. That's where you'll find most scholarship opportunities. There are a number of great websites, but most of them list the same scholarships. So once you find a couple sites you like, you'll probably have access to the majority of available scholarships. For scholarships geared towards Maine students, visit our scholarship page at faymaine.com by hovering over the Affording Education dropdown and selecting Find a Scholarship. You can also view a number of Maine-based scholarships on the Maine Community Foundation website at mainecf.org. When it comes to large national scholarship databases, there are a number to choose from: Big Future, FastWeb, Chegg, CAPEX, Going Merry, Unigo, Scholarships.com, Niche. Phew! And those are just a few of the more popular ones. Take some time to explore a few sites and decide which ones are best for you. Once you're ready to start searching, be sure you're organized. Create an electronic scholarship folder on your desktop or on the cloud where you can keep all of your scholarship-related materials. Create subfolders for each of the scholarships you plan to apply to. As you collect materials for each scholarship application, save it to the designated folder so you'll have everything together when it's time to submit your application. And be sure to update your tracking spreadsheet. We recommend you create a scholarship tracking sheet. This spreadsheet is where you'll list all of the scholarships you plan to apply to, as well as important information about each scholarship, like the scholarship web address, qualification criteria, required documents, and the application deadline. We suggest you sort your spreadsheet by application date so that you can stay on top of which scholarships are due next. If a scholarship has more than one application date throughout the year, be sure to add it to your list for each possible application date. Here's a pro tip. It's a good idea to keep a folder just for scholarship parts and pieces, such as essays and letters of recommendation. This way, when you begin working on a new scholarship application, you can refer to that folder to see if you can reuse anything. Be certain to proofread it to make sure it fits the new scholarship requirements. As you research scholarships, remember that every free dollar is a good dollar. Scholarships that award $200 or $500 often get passed over. This means that fewer students apply for them in general, so your odds of being awarded those scholarships can be better. Be sure to follow through and submit your scholarship applications. Many students get started, but then get burnt out or simply forget to get their materials out on time. Use your tracking sheet to stay on top of deadlines and the completeness of your applications, and set up reminders in your calendar or on your phone so that you don't forget to actually submit those applications. Schedule time every week to work on scholarships. If you don't have the time built into your schedule, it's easy to find something else to do. Applying to scholarships may seem time-consuming in the beginning because you need to pull everything together and write your essays. However, once you've done a few, you'll be able to reuse a lot of your materials, making the application process go much more quickly. One thing to keep in mind as you work on scholarship applications is that there are actual people who receive and read your material. Think about who those people are. Is it a knowledgeable audience that you can impress with your personal expertise? Or are they a teachable audience that might respond better to a story about your achievements? It's also helpful to do a little research about the organization giving out the scholarship and look for ways to mention any similarities you might have with that organization's mission or purpose. Hey, don't wait to get started. If you're still a high school freshman, there are scholarships you can apply to now. If you find a scholarship that you'll qualify for in the future, add it to your list so that you don't forget it. Make sure to have someone else proofread your essays and personal statements. Another set of eyes can make all the difference. Remember that some organizations are looking to award their scholarship dollars based on financial need. File your FAFSA early in case you need to attach a copy of your student aid report to those applications. Keep it up! You can continue to apply for scholarships all the way through college and into graduate school. In fact, the scholarships are sometimes larger for upper-class students. Think of it like this. You have to complete the FAFSA each year, so you should assume the same for scholarship hunting. When you're awarded a scholarship, it's important to let your college know. There are some limited situations where the school may need to make some adjustments to your financial aid. If receiving a scholarship results in less loan, remember that's a good thing. Connect with your school as early as possible while more options exist, and planning ahead will be easier. Scholarships can be a great way to bring down the cost of your education. Take the time and make a plan for your scholarship success. If you need help with the process, contact the school you're currently attending. FAME is also available to help you ace your scholarship search. You can email us at education@famemaine.com, call us at 1-800-228-3734, and keep an eye on our social media pages for important scholarship information.